Hi, my name is Gabe Arnold. I'm the founder and CEO of Business Marketing Engine. And today, what I want to share with you is how to get maximum value from your content marketing. And the reason I'm going to share this with you is because when we're consistent, when we show up consistently with our audience, that's when they trust us more. And when they trust us more, that's when they're willing to engage in the next steps and actually buy what we're offering or engage with us and learn more about who we are and how we can serve them. So stay tuned and I'll share these details with you. This time of year, as we are approaching the holidays here, we're a couple days away from Christmas, and then we got New Year's in about a week. This is the time of year where I see two different behaviors from business owners. One is the ones that really haven't been communicating much all year. This is when all last minute they're like, "I'm going to send out my Christmas card. I'm going to post about that. I'm going to send my Christmas email or holiday email, whatever holidays they're celebrating and talking about." And they make a big rush and they send something out, and that's great. But if that's all they do and they only remember to really engage in communicating with their audience, putting content out there around the holidays or a few times a year, they don't get a ton of results. And then I see other people who are super consistent with putting great content out there. They continue to serve and educate their audience. And this is just another part of the cycle where they're like, yep, of course, we're going to talk about holidays. Maybe we have some specials going on. We might have, holiday events or specials or deals or things we're enrolling, new clients in. And those folks that are just making, the holidays another part of their content cycle are going to get a lot, more effective results from their investment compared to those that just last minute go, oh, it's the holidays, I really need to send something out. And so as we talk today about getting maximum value out of your content marketing, what's really important to remember is the first thing that will help you get more value from your content marketing is consistency over time. And so consistency over time applies in so many areas of life and business. And so when we apply it to content marketing, what's important to remember is the consistency part and, of course, over time. But when we think about consistency, for me, that's a matter of saying, okay, what can I actually commit to and follow through on in a way that I can communicate with my audience, effectively, and they're used to hearing from me. And so in the beginning, what I always encourage our clients to do if they don't have any content marketing plan or strategy in place is to think about doing something on a weekly basis. And that can be a simple email. It can be a video that you post somewhere and then you email out. You can, we're going to talk about how to really make your content marketing multi-channel and really useful later this week. But the first step to really maximizing your content marketing value is set a schedule that you can commit to and follow through on. Once you do that, everything else opens up from there. But if you're not serious about that commitment, if you don't put it in your schedule, if you don't get the accountability and support that you need, then sending things sporadically and then stopping, in most cases, just actually hurts your trust with your audience and they don't know what to expect from you. Compared to that, if you are consistent and you do something weekly or maybe even do something twice a week, they come to expect your content, they expect to hear from you. And that way you can stay top of mind. So when they have a need that your products or services can solve, you're an option on the table. Instead of them forgetting about you and Googling somebody else or driving somewhere else or going somewhere else, you get to be an option when their need becomes strong enough, that pain becomes high enough that they're like, I got to do something about this. And oh yeah, this person handled this. I hear from them all the time. So consistency is number one. Second thing is to really get the maximum value from your content marketing is to think about one of your favorite clients, one of your favorite customers, or the people that you've engaged with and you're like, man, if I just had 1,000 of those, I would be doing really well. And when you think about a specific person that you're creating the content for, it makes it a lot more authentic. It makes it really useful. It makes it so that it's applicable, because sometimes in creating content, when we're trying to serve our audience, if we make it too vague or we're not really thinking about a specific person, it's easy to be general, or it's easy to not address specific, options or pain points or problems or solutions that you would actually address if you were just sitting having a cup of coffee with your favorite, with your favorite client. So that's one of the things that I always keep in mind. I try to picture a specific person that I've worked with, that I'm working with now, or I've worked in the past, And then as I sit down and break things down, I'll say, okay, if I was just talking to that person, how would I explain it? It makes my content a lot more pointed. It makes it a lot more useful. So consistency, thinking of a specific person when you're writing the content or when you're recording your videos or when you're creating that content, thinking about an actual specific person will make your content a lot more valuable. And then the third thing and last thing we'll touch on as far as making your content, getting really maximum value from it, is realizing that your content is going to improve over time. And so don't worry about being perfect today, but remember that by showing up, by being consistent, ultimately over time, just by doing that, you'll improve because you'll have more practice and repetitions in, but also by just continuing to show up and improve and grow, you'll also be hitting that consistency factor. And then at the right time, a prospect in your audience is going to go, yep, it's time to talk to them. I need to hear from them. I need to connect. I need to do something. And when we just really take that mindset and approach to our content, that's when we can actually serve and make an impact from it. And the thing that helps me keep on track when I'm saying, how do I really max out value in the content we're putting out there? The same thing when I'm coaching and sitting with any of our clients is just remind them that when we have that consistency factor, when we're speaking to an individual person, that is really going to allow us to show up with the right attitude. And when we have the right attitude, and instead of thinking, I'm going to go live today, or I'm going to write this email, or I'm going to write this blog post, and I'm going to instantly have a bunch of clients come in. Instead of thinking that way, if we shift our perspective and say, I'm going to be consistent and show up until I get results. And even if I only help one person today that maybe doesn't even engage with me, but it inspires them or helps them understand something, then I've done my job. And so if you put something out there, if one person sees it, that's enough, because that's how we start. And I've been doing daily content for quite a while now, probably coming up really consistently on like a year and a half of every day, but I've been doing weekly content for years. And I always remind myself of one of my friends, Ray Higdon, who's been doing a daily video for 15 years at this point. And every year I see his platform grow. With the years that we got to work together when he was a client of mine, I got to see things grow and increase. And it was because he was just consistent and he didn't worry about the results that he was getting today. He knew that he was investing for the future. And that's how we really maximize the value of our content, by thinking long term, investing in the future, getting better time over time that we put in the reps, and we do that. And with our consistency, we continue to build trust, and then the right things come to us at the right time when we approach our work that way. I hope this has been helpful for you. One of the things I want to share with you is for all the listeners of the show this week, if you either message me, content marketing, or you go over to businessmarketingengine.com and you fill out a form there and say you'd like a content marketing review, myself or one of the team will get on a call with you and review everything with you, give you strategy pointers, and make sure that you're successful there. It's just my way of giving back, and appreciate you taking time to tune in and listen today. So appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's show.